right, welcome back everyone. Welcome to the second part of, actually this is part 7B. The second part of the oddballs, miscellaneous, hand-cut cards that we're going over. This is where we left off on part 7A, the Sports Illustrated for Kids. Before we go into the binder, let's go through a few slabs here in chronological order. See, we talked about the 1985 Nike promo last time, but also in 1985 there was a Prism jewel card that's quite valuable. There's also an oversized Interlake card. I think it's 5x7 actually. It's also a very valuable card. Yeah, those are just like a PSA 5, I think, went for like $5,000 on those two. So if you're looking at PSA 7, 8s and above, you're definitely looking at 5 figures or higher. And then in 1986, Sports Illustrated came out with this. This is the poster test stickers, right? This is SGC8. I got this from a guy in Plano, Texas, not too long ago. Really happy with it. SGC8. Then 1987, we have this Entemans. In 1988 as well. This is a PSA 8, PSA 9. And in 1989, NutraSweet came out with their own cards. And then in 1990, 91, they came out with a sequel to this one. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for the star equals. So you got 89, 90, and 1991. And then in 1990, you've got this action-packed promo sample card here. There's also a silver parallel that goes with this. And the silver is worth about, I think the last auction for the silver was about $4,500 on Heritage several months back. The gold here, this 8.5, is worth probably around, I don't know, 500 or 600, something like that currently. Then here, 1991 Pro Set Prototypes. Now this card here is very valuable, very rare. So this copy here is probably worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $3,000. I got this off of a guy, and actually I made a trade for it. Jordan's all day, every day. He's on eBay, also Instagram. Really good guy to do business with. Then here you've got the 1996 Sported Magazine World Class Winners. This is kind of a, this has a little pull out here where this card kind of goes up. So because of that, a lot of these cards were damaged over time. So getting a grade that's an 8.5 is pretty hard to do. And then also in 1997, Sporting Magazine came out with this card here. It's a hand-cut card, similar to this one. This one's kind of almost a miniature size, if you will. PSA 8. And then this here is the 1995 Gibson USA guitar sticker. It's got Jordan playing a guitar. It's kind of an interesting card. So yeah, I wanted to cover these slabs here real quick before we got started. And there's one other one I'm missing here. There's a 1991 Caesar's Palace Heavy Hitters. Those are also extremely rare. And I think right now, a grade 8 or above, it's going to be running you somewhere around $10,000. So yeah. All right, so those are the slabs I wanted to cover. Now we'll get back to our binder here. Next page. Okay. So all these cards right here are the SCD or Sports Collectors Digest, except for this one. So this is the 1990 SCD. All these are hand cut, by the way, out of a magazine from a sheet. But this one right here is just kind of a knockoff oddball to this one. So they're not the same card, it's just an oddball. 1990, 1991, 1992, These two here came out in 93. These two here in 94. And this one here in 1998. And then these two, even though they look identical, they're different if you look at the backs. So this one right here is actually the 1992 National promo for this card. And this is actually the Sports Educational Series here. And this one here doesn't have the promo on it. So let me show you that real quick. Move these over here out of the way. And this here's another hand-cut card that came out of a magazine. This is the Kyle Allen's, right? Am I saying that right? No. Alan Kayes Sports Card News Magazine, something like that. Now also, there's another one that came out of that magazine. So if we go over here, this is kind of a mess right now because I'm rearranging some things. My 1986 Fleers, Keem Olajuwon rookie, Charles Barkley rookie, and Karl Malone rookie, all PSA 8s, just in case you're curious. But yeah, this oversized right here, this is just the magazine cover, or part of the magazine cover. I want to get this graded at some point. But yeah, all of these right here are gradable with the exception of this one. And I think this one, which I'll cover here shortly. So these two here are MVPs from different years, also hand cut. This one here is, I think, the 1991 prototype. And this is the 1992. This is the 1990 Diamond Sports February edition. This is an unlicensed card. And this is the 1992 Diamond Sports and Memorabilia. This one here is gradable. I don't think this one is. This one is unlicensed, so I don't think this one is. And then here we've got for what's called the Cartwright's Player's Choice. Okay, so this here is the 1992. And this is the 1993 gold, 1993 blue foil. Now, I've been told that there's a 1992 blue foil of this one, at least according to the trading card database. However, the only blue foils that I've seen from 1992 are either baseball cards or hockey or baseball players or hockey players. I haven't seen any basketball players. So I don't know if that actually exists or not. The trading card database, for the most part, like I would say about 90%, is accurate, but that 10%, there can be some errors there. But it gets better over time, as long as there's contributors like me and other folks around that are continuously updating it. But yeah. And then these two here, this is the Baseball Cards Presents Superstar and Rookie Special Replica Cards. This one here came out in 1991. This one in 1992. These were also hand cut from a sheet, so a lot of other players are involved here that you can get. These two here are the Sports Card Review and Value Line Prime Picks. And this one here is 1992. This was 1993. Again, all these here are gradable. These three here, these two and this one, are very valuable if you can get a PSA 7 or higher. Several hundreds, I would say maybe $300 or $400 a piece. Okay, these two here are from the 1991 Pro Stars cartoon series. So you've got Jordan here, then you got Jordan, Bo Jackson, I think that's Wayne Gretzky there in the back. These are also gradable. This right here is the, I think the, let me think about this one for a second. This one is the, yes, this is the America's Best from the, I think, 1993. Yeah, 1993. One of 7,500. And this is the National, 1993 National. And this is the 1993, I think it's called Fax Pack. And then this right here is the 1993 Hot Stars. This is also a hand-cut card that came off of a sheet. And these three here came from the 1995 Jam Pack magazine. All right, so that's those. And then we're gonna move on here. So these two here, these Wheaties cards are 1990 promotionals. They're slightly different here. This one has the General Mills logo. I think this one here is actually licensed, and this one here is unlicensed. And the rest of these came out of the, I think, 1991 Tuff Stuff magazine. They're all hand cut. And this one here is just the, it's actually a very, very paper thin card. But they had this, I think, this drawing competition, and this one kid won the competition. So his card was displayed in one of the magazines. And this here is just a variant. See that the border is a little bit different. But also in Tuff Stuff, we had these postcards. I sent this one in to, actually I sent a pair of these into SGC and graded them. This one came out at an 8, this one came out at a 6. Not this one in particular, but a different one. So I sent this one off to SGC for grading, and they said, well, we can't fit this into a slab like this anymore, so we're gonna have to go to a bigger slab. I was like, no, we're not doing that, just send it back to me. So I'm gonna try to resubmit it with this one in it to see if we can get that error corrected. If they can't, then I'll send these off to PSA. But before I leave Tuff Stuff magazine, just to show you what those things came in, there's these magazines here, and just to give you an idea of the size of those things. So that's what a regular size magazine is, and this is the Tuff Stuff, so it's like way larger, right? So this was the magazine that those two postcards came in, and I think this one here doesn't have them cut out, but here's an example of those cards that you can cut out as far as hand cut cards go, a sheet like that. And then there should be some postcards in here. I guess not in this one. Let's try this one. Nope, but also just another set. And then this one, yeah, here we go, right here. In fact, here they are. These haven't even been cut out yet. Excellent. So yeah, so this is where those two postcards came from, this magazine here. I got all three of these for like $5 on eBay, so I thought that was a pretty decent deal. Just so I can kind of show you guys like what type of magazines these things came in. And speaking of which, let me get a few more of them here because we're going to need those. Let's see, PSA. Here we go, Legends. That's what I want. Bring these over there. I think that's all I want for now. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's get this out of the way. So that's everything for Tuff Stuff magazine. This right here was a 1992 Pacific Coast card prototype. If I look at the back of it, it's kind of got a serial number to it. It's unlicensed, but apparently there's 4 in this little set that this Pacific Coast Sports Cards Company made and issued. And that brings us to Legends. It's a magazine that looks like this here. Yeah. So this is the 1990. This is the 1991. And again, according to the trading card database, there is a gold foil edition of this. I have never seen one, but I have seen a Larry Bird gold foil and silver foil from 1991, so maybe it does exist, but I'm not sure. This one and these two came out in 1992. These two here came out in 1995. And these 6 here came out in 1998. And to give you an example of what those sheets look like, we can go into here, see if I can find the cards. It's hard when you're holding the camera at the same time. I just missed it. Here we go. So here's like the silver edition. And yeah, you can just cut those out and make some cards out of them. And this one right here, this is the red edition. And then I believe I cut these already. Now, in addition to those cards I just showed, there's also these postcards you can also cut out. So if I go back over here to my Legends, we got these postcards. So this one right here came out in 1992. I don't know if you can read that or not, because it's not focusing very well. Well, anyway, it says 1992. This one, 1993, and both of these came out in 1998. And I'm going to be submitting these for grading as well. But I'm not going to submit these just yet because I want to wait to see what SGC comes back when I resubmit this. I'd like to have all these in SGC slabs, if possible. But if they won't do it in just a regular tall boy slab like this, then I guess we'll have to send them off to PSA, which is fine. I can do that. No big deal. Okay, so that takes care of Legends. This video's getting kind of long. So that brings us to the last 2 sheets here, or last 2 pages in the binder that we want to cover real quick. So these 3 cards here came from, what were these again? Well, if we go back over here, I put that somewhere. Hang on a second. Maybe it's over here in all my crap here. I know I put that somewhere, because I actually had a copy of the magazine. Oh, well. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Oh, okay, yeah. 1993 Sports Superstars. Got it. Yeah, so these were also hand cut from a magazine, and I got a copy of the magazine around here somewhere. I'll show it to you guys in another video. This right here is a 1990, I think 92. Yes, 1992 serial number card out of 60,000. 1992 prototype. Let's see, in particular, that one is the 1992 Prestige Ragin' Chicagoans prototype. And that was, this one was taken after the Bulls won their very first championship. As you can see, the little Lakers jerseys there, that's where that came from. And then these 3 right here came out in 1990. These are just regular hand-drawn cards. However, there's an error card in this little set here, this one right here, where it has Scottie Pippen's information on the back. Let's see, this one here is the, let's see, what was this one again? I'll have to look at that. There's so many of these, I can't memorize all of them. Ah, yes, the 1993 Crown Productions, the greatest ever sports art. And then these 7 here, well, these 6 here came out of what's called the Personality Comics from 1992. And this one came out in 1991. This one came out in 1992, hand cut from a magazine. These 2 came out in 1990. These are the Sports Art Imaging, or Sports Art Images. No, I'm sorry. Artworks. These two are the 1993 sports art images. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard to get these all together, but I think 10,000 copies were made of these, and 10,000 of these as well. This one right here is the 1992 John McClellan, I think is what it's pronounced, sports art. This one right here is the 1990 Austin Cards NBA paintings. And this one right here is the, which one is this one? Let's see, I can't remember. Practice. 1991 Cardboard Dreams. That's what that one is. That's in 1991. 1991 Cardboard Dreams. And this one right here, I believe, is a 1990, if I remember correctly. 1991, I'm sorry. 1991 America's Finest. You know, there's so many of these that it's just impossible for me to memorize all of them, so I apologize for that, guys, but it is what it is. And then these final 8 here, this is where we're going to stop for the day. These are the 1994-95 competitive images, artistic promotions. This all came into one set here. And I think that's enough for this video as far as part 2 goes. So I appreciate everyone taking the time today to watch this video, even though it was kind of longer than I wanted it to be. But if you guys don't mind, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you guys for the next part 7C of this series. And we're going to continue to go through this binder. And we've got more slabs to go through as well. So I'll see you all next time.